What if I told you the new Nothing Phone 4? It keeps everything you love about the 3A, but finally fixes the small things that annoyed you every single day. This is not just a new transparent phone. This is Nothing quietly admitting we listened, and then redesigning how the phone feels in your hand without losing its signature style. Nothing has now shown the full design of the Phone 4A, and at first glance, it still looks like a true Nothing device. You get the transparent back. You see the screws. You see the layered elements under the glass. It still has that industrial, tech showcase identity that made the 3A stand out in a sea of boring phones. The camera module is again a horizontal pill shape with 3 cameras, so the top layout looks familiar and recognizable. But when you look more closely, you can see this is not just a copy-paste job. The 4A looks more structured and more controlled. The way the panels are segmented on the back feels cleaner. The gaps and the shapes around the camera island feel more intentional. The elements sit tighter, and the whole back looks more refined than the 3A. It feels less like an experiment and more like a mature product in the same design language. The biggest visual change is the new vertical Glyph Bar on the right side of the back. On the 3A, that area only had a small red accent. It did not light up. It was just a visual anchor. Now, on the 4A, that same zone has turned into a long, clear bar that stands out as a separate lighting strip. This signals a shift in how Nothing is thinking about the Glyph system. Instead of focusing most of the light around the camera area, they're starting to push lighting into new, defined zones across the back. Right now, it is still not confirmed how exactly this vertical Glyph Bar will work. It could be used for charging progress, volume indication, timers, notifications, or new animation patterns. It could serve as a glanceable status bar when the phone is face down. In some of the shots, what looks like light around the camera could just be reflection and not active glyphs, so we don't yet have a full map of every lighting area. But one thing feels clear, that strip is not random. On the 3A, the red accent in that same spot already drew your eye there. On the 4A, that anchor area now seems to have evolved into a functional lighting element. This is smart design thinking. Nothing used that red mark on the 3 to train your brain that this patch of the back matters. Now, in the 4A, they upgrade that patch into a glyph zone without breaking the overall look. It feels like a natural evolution, not a sudden change. This is how you grow a brand design over multiple generations while keeping the soul intact. Now let's talk about the buttons, because here is where Nothing has made a very practical and very user-driven change. On the 3A, if you held the phone upright and looked at the back, the volume buttons were on the right side. The power button and the essential key sat together on the left. It was a unique layout. Some people liked that it was different from the typical Android placement, but others complained about one big issue. They often hit the essential key when they actually wanted the power button. That meant accidental triggers and confusion. On the 4A, Nothing has reorganized the whole side button layout to fix this. The volume rocker and the power button now sit together on one side, on the left when viewed from the back. This is much closer to what most Android users are used to. It makes the phone feel instantly familiar when you pick it up, even if you have never touched a Nothing phone before. The muscle memory from other devices translates more naturally. On the opposite side, the right edge now holds only a single button. That appears to be the essential key, standing alone with no other controls around it. This separation is important. By isolating the essential key from the power button, Nothing reduces the chance that you will press it by mistake. You now have a clear mental map. Volume and power together on one side, special function button on the other side. This feels cleaner, simpler, and more ergonomic. The result is a layout that looks minimal, but is actually deeply thought out. It is not just cosmetic polishing. It directly changes how the phone behaves in your hand. You're less likely to mispress. You can find the right button faster without thinking. It respects user feedback from the 3A will. You're still keeping a bit of character with that dedicated essential key on its own side. Taken together, the updated back structure, the new vertical Glyph Bar, and the reworked buttons paint a clear picture. The Nothing Phone 4A is not about starting over. It is about maturing the formula. The transparent aesthetic stays. The distinctive camera island stays. The design language stays. But the details are tidier. The layout is smarter. The lighting system evolves. And the ergonomics feel more in line with what everyday Android users expect in a main phone device. So here is my honest opinion about the Nothing Phone 4a. This is the first time it truly feels like Nothing is stepping out of the cool concept phase and stepping into the refined product phase. The 3a had personality, but it also had rough edges in usability. The 4, it looks like it keeps that bold identity while smoothing out the daily friction points. If Nothing also nails the software, speed, and camera tuning behind this design, the 4a could easily become one of the most attractive mid-range phones of the year for people who are bored of generic slabs. If you like a phone that looks different on the outside, but behaves sensibly in the hand, the 4a is shaping up to be a very strong option. The new Glyph Bar hints at more playful and functional lighting. The cleaner back structure makes it look more premium. And the new button layout shows that Nothing is actually listening to real-world users, not just chasing aesthetics. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon.